Hi everyone, Anthony Fantano here, the internet's busiest music nerd, and it's time for me to list off some of my favorite records of April great albums. As you already know, April's dead and gone, it's May, and April was an unprecedented month for me. Oh my God! So many records I thought were great. Maybe I was just maybe I was too lenient. I don't know. Maybe I was. Maybe I was just ready to fall in love. I have no clue. But man, I just loved a whole ton of releases this past month. I was just feeling so good, man. But whatever. Let's just talk about these freaking albums that I thought were great. For one, the new Tune Yards record, Nikki Nack. Such a colorful, explosive, experimental, eccentric, in-your-face pop record with a lot of attitude, great lyrics, fun personality. Just, the colors, Duke. The colors. Just such a fun, vibrant record. If you're looking for a pop album that just pulls out all the stops, then give this thing a listen. Like I said in my review, this was the shot in the arm pop music needed this year to really just turn up. Next, the Carla Bozulich record, Boy. Really dark, dismal, depressing record. I love it though. Oh God, do I love it. Carla's voice, the really strange, woozy, off-kilter instrumentation, just such an emotional impact of a record, and just this really tortured, insane vibe, just true insanity going on with this record. Really, in a lot of respects, it is pretty disturbing, and I love it for that reason. Next, the new Thantifaxath record, Sacred White Noise. What a solid black metal LP on here. And not just a black metal LP, but a bit of progressive rock in this mix on this record as well. Some really great bass lines that stick out and play a really important role in the mix. Just great recording, great guitar tone, really fearsome primal drums, and some nice accompaniment from keys here and there as well, strings too. Just a really well put together, solid, ambitious black metal record. Not the boldest thing you're gonna hear from a group from the West right now, but still just a very well put together, nicely performed, just tightly executed black metal record. All right, the IDYLLS record, Prayer for TERRENE. These guys are from Australia, just metalcore, noisecore, extreme core, destroy everything in your face core with some saxophones mixed into the background too, and a few tracks that just sort of, you know, are off the beaten path and kind of vary away from that. And some pretty ambitious songs on this record too. You know, these guys are pretty progressive for a band that seeks out to make this much freaking noise. This is an intense record. This record just does not show you any daylight whatsoever. It's just a destructive album, destructive toward emotions, toward mental things. This record lives up to the word extreme in about every way that I think it can. You know, just don't go into this record lightly. Expect a sonic beatdown. All right. Following that up, the new Girl Talk and Freeway EP. What a badass, hard-hitting, catchy as hell hip-hop EP. Haven't heard from Freeway in a while, haven't heard from Girl Talk in a while, and especially haven't heard from them together. It's great to hear Girl Talk making beats again, and also making really concise, succinct hip-hop beats with great hooks, great grooves, really flashy, colorful samples throughout the beats as well. And Freeway is sounding re-energized and really amped up as well. Yeah, he's not the most flashy or clever lyricist. A lot of his lyrics are really violent, they're in your face, they're blunt, they're straightforward, but I think they work over this style of very colorful, kind of fruity production, takes the edge off a little bit, makes it kind of fun. Just a really great freaking EP. Also, the Ratking record, So It Goes. Really progressive, psychedelic, experimental, interesting New York hip-hop record right here. These guys are forward-thinking, and to me, there aren't a lot of artists out there right now that have this sound. There are a few tracks on here that were kind of a turnoff to me, like Puerto Rican Judo, and after watching the Dead End Hip Hop review of this record, I did come to realize how scatterbrained the flow of this LP is. But still, in my opinion, songs like Protein, Canal, as well as Remove Ya rank as some of the most interesting hip hop songs I've heard this year. So if you're looking for something from New York that is weird, it's off kilter, and it's definitely trying something new, especially with the beats, give this record a listen. Next, the new Timbre record, Hot Dreams. This is, to me, Americana, nostalgia, gothic. That's all I can say about this record. It's like listening to old vocal pop tunes from the 50s, but redone in the dreariest, just strangest, most unsettling way possible. And while Taylor Kirk is still a really good songwriter on this LP, you know, he's really good at writing tunes, good at writing hooks, he has a great command of melody, and I love his just very eerie voice. I think what really makes this record stand out in the Timbre discography is just how ambitious the instrumentation on this thing is. The strings are beautiful, the keyboards are beautiful, the horns on this record are beautiful. Just the instrumentation is just so lush, and it's just wonderfully assembled and put together on this LP. Even though there are some songs on this record that I think pale in comparison to others, I think that Timbre could be doing more to write a record that is a bit more of a thematic of an experience, a bit more of a holistic experience, but still not one track on here, I think, falters in terms of just the sound and the production of the instrumentation. And finally, the new White Hinterland record, Baby, another really solidly put together art pop record with really great singing, I think catchy tunes. There are some wonderful ballads as well on this record. I don't think it's the most cutting edge thing you're gonna hear this year, but it is incredibly consistent with just good songs, good singing, good execution, good writing. And those are essentially my favorite records of this year. So if you're in the mood for some hip hop, for some metal, for some noisy stuff, for some interesting pop music, then head down there in the description box, give these albums a listen, explore them, check out the reviews, and see which one of them resonate with you. You know, again, this video's up just for anyone who might have missed any of these reviews, because I do tend to put out a lot every month. Transition, what were some of your favorite records from this April? Let me know. You're the best. Anthony Fantano, music, forever.